All right, let's get at it. What's good with you? All right, so hello guys. Anybody have any success? I don't know because I've been kind of busy, so I haven't checked, but we can get on here and check together. And what's today? Mental Health Day, right? All right. And you guys, Ron, why are you always talking about mental health? Because mental health is good, right? I mean, it's a good thing. It's something that you can take time out for in your life when you've got lots of mental problems or like mental situations going on. It doesn't mean that you're crazy, right? No, it just means that sometimes we all need a break, some more than others. So take care of your mental health. If you need to go see a shrink or something like that, reach out. It's not bad, guys. It's not. It's nothing like that. You're crazy, right? People say that, right? But the people who say it are the people that's ignorant, right? And ignorant means not knowing, right? Not in a derogatory way, but just ignorant using the actual definition. It means they don't know about it. They just think that if you go see a shrink or you want one that you're crazy. No, it's not like that, right? Um, so you shouldn't care, right? Um, but you just need to take time out for yourself, for your family, right? And get a better perspective on your problem or your life or whatever. And that's good to do. Mental health. Yeah. We got some guys that's out here. They'll go around and say, "Oh, he's crazy." Now, I knew one. I knew one guy, right? And he would call people. What would he say? He would say that they're psycho, right? And then I would just look at him like, I didn't say anything because it's not me. I'm not gonna be in the. I'm not gonna get in the same room as this dude as far as stooping to his level. So he goes, "Oh yeah, that person is psycho, dude." And that, in the back of my head, I'm like, "Dude, you got a lot of problems going on yourself, right? You do, and it's well known." But I don't know. I think other people just it makes them feel good to talk about others, but you don't do that, right? You don't do that. You don't lie on people because all of that contributes to negativity, and that's gonna mess with our money. So you in the city baller group, we're always gonna be positive. Somebody kicks your dog, just go pick your dog up, bring him in the house, take care of him, right? I'm not saying be a pussy or whatever, but here I make a deal with you. Somebody kicks your dog, hold it in the back of your mind, stay positive. Once we make that big hit, because you stay positive, then you can go kick his ass. No, but seriously though, man, you do have people out there who like to run their mouths, right? So, hey guys, you're out there running your mouth like that, you're being negative. It's not good. It's going to catch up with you. It's going to catch up with you. And then the next thing you know, you'll just be sitting back and you'll probably need a shrink for real, right? So, let's get at it. So, I picked out some games yesterday, right? And I thought it would be better for us to, just pick out certain games and then attack them that way. Um, so we're gonna look and see. Um, I was listening to some games today. I don't know if I did well or not. I wasn't able to post anything. It's got rather busy. But let's get at this, man. See what's going on here. Yeah, it's always the people that have the biggest problems or they teetering on being nutso, the ones that cast judgment on other people, right? So when you seeing people cast judgment, oh he's crazy, oh he's this, or she's crazy, you can't pay any of that any attention, right? Because the same person is talking about you. What do they have going on, right? All right, let's get into it. LA Angels 4, Philadelphia 3. Oh, this sucks. Wait. Did I think I picked the Angels. Not really sure. Pittsburgh 4, White Sox 2. What is this? San Diego 0, Washington 0. Second inning, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth, Tampa's up to bat. They're losing 2-0 to Baltimore. One man on, two man out for the Rays. Texas is having its way with Detroit. Texas 3, Detroit 0. Top of the fourth, though, the Tigers have two man on and two man out, and you know what? That's it. They got out. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Texas 4, Detroit 0. Athletics 3, Cleveland 2. Fourth inning. New York Yankees 0, Atlanta Braves 1. The Atlanta Braves, well, the New York Yankees have two man on and two man out. Where'd that game go? Oh, there we go. Chicago 3, Boston 0. Right? Let's look at this game now. I'm going to go in here and look. Because I had both of those pictures. And I seen one game where I had Webb for San Francisco. I had him for 3 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts. You know what? He didn't get but one. They yanked him, so I lost like 2 parlays because of him. I'm sorry. It's not because of him. It's because of me, right? I was getting so... And guys, when I tell you this stuff, because I go through it, I see it, right? You get caught up on one guy thinking he's God's gift to this earth, but they are regular, normal people, right? They get tired, they have good days, they have bad days, and they have days you don't even want to talk about, right? Arizona 6, St. Louis 0. My buddy called that game, so I stepped away from it. And one thing that I'll do, if somebody says, hey, I don't like that team that you're picking, if I'm not really sure, I'll step away from it altogether. And if that other person has another opinion, I won't fight them on it. Because I'm like, you probably see something that I don't see. Please help me with it, right? And if I don't like it, I just won't put it down. Or if they say something. And you know, when somebody says, I don't like that team, and they give you a reason, right? If you think it's bull crap, you'll feel it in here. Or if you think it's good advice, you'll also feel it here, right? So, but never fight it, right? You never fight. Never, never, never. Not for something like that. If you're sure, don't fight. Just say, hey, man, okay. And keep it moving and make your picks. Colorado 0, Minnesota 0. Top of the first, rain delay. Hey, guys, I'm going to tell you something. I think Colorado's going to win today. I just feel like that. Why? Well, because Minnesota and Kansas City pulled that crap going into the second half or to the All-Star break strong as hell. And then you come out on a tricycle at the beginning of the second half like yesterday. I mean, I call it like I see it, if I could see it. Toronto 6, San Francisco 3. Holy shit. Philadelphia 7. The Angels 4. Yeah, Philadelphia 7, the Angels 4. That was fast, right? Pittsburgh 4, Chicago 2. And I don't see this game being over with like that. And I think they can probably, the White Sox could probably come back and win this one. Right? Let's see. Okay. Where are we? All right, so let's get at some of these games that I looked at that I deemed that I think we could like play with today. Tomorrow, the Angels and the Phillies. The Angels will have Jose Siriano on the mound, who's 6-7. His ERA is 3.90. Hold on. Guys, I gotta get some glasses. This sucks. All right. Well, I put my glasses up here. That means it's time to go to work. Yep. All right, let's get to it. And guys, we're rolling up on the football season. We're rolling up on the football season. Before we get started with this, I did do a ticket, right? Today, I did it on ESPN. And I didn't wasn't gonna put it out because it's teasing, and I want you guys to be ready for it. Don't follow my lead and kind of mess up. But I pretty much went out and I teased a bunch of games today. The under over, right? I took a lot of games under over, kind of extended it, right? So by the time I got finished picking the teams for tomorrow, it was worth about 6 grand, right? To put 20 on it. It was 6 grand. So what I did was I teased it. And by the time I got finished teasing it, it wasn't 6 grand anymore. It was like $1,400, so $1,400, right? Why? Because you lost a lot of money, right? But here's the deal: it's better to have plus money in your pocket than negative money, no money in your pocket. If you got negative money in your pocket, that means you owe some people. But if you don't have any, I hope you just got zero money, right? Because if you got negative, that means you owe. But it's always good to have money versus not having money. So when you tease, like for example, today I had that big ticket at 6 grand. Um, you think I could have won with that? Maybe. I don't know. But I was screwing around with it. I'm gonna see if this flies. So I took it all the way up to about almost $7,000, and then I just started teasing it, right? And then I got it down like the under over, like let's say I took you know what? I've got it here. I can tell you. I gotta call my man back. Let me see, because he texted me. I sent this text to him. All right. Now what the hell is this? This is a ticket. Oh. Okay. And what? Before I get going on that teasing, I'm going to show you. It's a ticket that I grabbed at the last minute, right? Because I suck. Wagered $2, and I think I'll win $8.16 if I win, right? Because tomorrow's going to be an even better day, right? Today is a good day, but it's going to be a lot of good pitching matchups tomorrow. So I took the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. I took that under 8.5. Right? Now, if I probably go over to ESPN and I took the under, I probably moved it up to under 12.5. Right? Ron, that's cheating. No, it's not. They let us do it. You're buying points, right? But does it always work? You got to know what you're doing first, right? You have to know, and you can't get greedy, and you can't get stupid. And when I say stupid, that means now put some crazy number up that you know is not gonna work, right? Or you just hoping and praying. If you are, that's okay. I hope you've got another parlay. It's always good to have one parlay. You just jack off and put any numbers on it, and just that's okay, because sometimes those tickets do win, right? But for the most part, I took the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line, and I took the Reds on the money line. The Reds already won. Philadelphia looks like they may win. Boston and Chicago just started, and Milwaukee and the Dodgers is later on tonight. $2 gets me $8. That sucks, but it's good for the morale. You know what I mean? It's good. Confidence goes up. But it's only $8. I don't care. I don't. Right? I told you guys about I was over at Ralph's, the fiasco, and I got attacked by that lady. It seems like I'm always getting attacked over at Ralph's. Ralph's is like Kroger's, and a lot of these ladies can be really aggressive. And now I see why on the if you watch the WNBA, them girls is ready to go, man. They pushing and they shoving. Women have just gotten tougher, man. They're already smarter. Now they want to get muscles. We're doomed, guys. We are doomed, and we got to do something about it, right? But we can't let them know because they know pretty much everything that we try to do. Just stay out in front of them. You can't outsmart them. Like, watch this. On a female's scale, like one of their girlfriends, they might consider her one of the dumbest females ever, right? But if you take her and put her with a group of guys, she'll run all over us. I'm serious. I've seen it happen. I swear to God, I've seen it happen. So now all I know is to just stay out of their way. You see them come and move. Because these women will run you, they'll steamroll you, dude. They'll steamroll you. You laugh. All right, so let's get at this other one. Hold on. Oh. I am doing good. All right. Woo-hoo. So we went over that one ticket that I just did. That was okay. What is this one? I took Toronto Blue Jays. I took the Marlins. Did the Marlins win? Where's the Marlins at? I swear to, oh my God. The White Sox 4, the Pirates 4. Now, I told my boy who's a big Pirates fan, he's from Pittsburgh, and I hope he listened to me. I said, dude, don't mess with the Bucks today. Do not pick the Pirates. But I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure he, Washington 2, San Diego 0. Texas 3, the Tigers 0. That sucks. The Cubbies 3, the Boston Red Sox 0. Yes! The Marlins won. And look, guys, and I told you this before, and you probably said, "Oh, he's always on the Marlins." Well, yeah, you know why? Because they are a young, up and coming team. They're very spunky. They've got a good pitching staff, right? And their pitchers are young. And now they got one guy, Junk. That's his name, seriously. And Junk is like the winningest pitcher, right? But you've got Junk. You've got Perez. That's that tall, lanky kid from the Dominican Republic. Then you've got Max Meyer. And I think Max Meyer may be hurt because Max Meyer came out of the gate for a hot minute leading the leagues in strikeouts, right? So, yeah, you guys go ahead and laugh. You laugh. All right, so we've got that one. We've got Miami. So Miami won, the Blue Jays won, and New York Mets. Please don't piss me off. Son of a bitch. All right, yeah. So the Mets lost. Pieces of shit. Wait, why would I do that? Did he? I didn't. No, he must have had that wrong. I told him Cincinnati. He put. Oh my Jesus. Whatever. Right? Because yeah. Well, I don't know. I might have. Yeah, no. This is. I picked this one. No, that was me. I did this one here. All right, so that one sucks, right? We got to get rid of that one. So once I'm done with them, I just go and I delete them, my tickets, right? How do I get rid of it? Whatever. Let's look at this one. See what I mean? Logan Webb. And this is a good ticket, right? This is a perfectly good ticket, like $700, right? And it's jacked, all because of who? Logan Webb. Is it Logan Webb's fault? No, it is not. Whose fault is it? It's mine because I was so like I said before when we first started off, these guys are pros. These guys are good. Logan Webb is an excellent pitcher, right? If he goes to any other squad besides San Francisco, he's probably going to be somebody's ace, right? But but nevertheless, you can't get caught up on how good he was yesterday or a month. It's all about today. And can you predict something like that? Absolutely not. Well, Ron, how can I get around that? Well, don't be dumb like me, right? You're not going to start sticking these guys in every parlay. Because I did. I was like overconfident for the guy. I'm sticking him in all kind of parlays. And at the end of the day, guess who got screwed? And it's not Logan Webb's fault. He didn't tell me to put him in all the parlays. I'm pretty sure he probably would have said, hey, dude, I don't know, man. He would have laughed. He probably said, I wouldn't do it. Because I know if I pitched, I would tell somebody, hey, man, don't put me in. Because sometimes pitchers have good days, they have horrible days, and they have okay days. You know, you have some pitchers, it's like everything that they throw, it's working for them. The fastball is working for them. The knuckleball is working for him. And that was just last week. And then here you come up on the next week. You think he's going to do the same thing? Sometimes they do, right? But a lot of times they don't. Because they're human. So who's the fault? What is this? Well, that was like a $5 ticket. So whatever. And what is this? Piece of crap. Logan Webb again. See what I mean? I got Logan Webb on this other parlay right here. Because Logan Webb he's very consistent. I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't pick a guy like that just because I like the guy. Logan Webb is actually consistent. I put him down for 4 strikeouts. Didn't work. So now that's done. Hold on. So I'm trying to erase this. I can't. Oh, excuse me. Whatever. We'll just move on. Now, what is this? Boston Red Sox and the Cubbies. I took the under in that game. I took the Cubbies. I took the Cleveland Guardians. I took the Detroit Tigers. I took the Minnesota Twins in Colorado to go over 12. I took the St. Louis Cardinals. The St. Louis Cardinals is getting the crap kicked out of them. So I took the Brewers, the White Sox, the Phillies, and the Mariners. Now, this is a $10 ticket worth about $5,000. It's not looking promising, right? At least I don't have Logan Webb in here. But it's not looking promising, but you never know, right? And what is this? I'm not going to spend all day on this. Here it is again. I got Logan Webb again. This mother. What is this? I think this one is done. Right? Okay, we got okay. I did some Fanatic stuff, right? And then I've got like ESPN. And you know what? Let's go over this ESPN one. Because this is the one that I teased, right? Let's have some fun with it, guys. Let's have some fun. So the first game I took Toronto against the Giants, and I took the under in this game, under 11.5. Now let's see what the actual score was. Nine. Yeah. So yeah, I made that one, right? If I think it was like under 7, and I teased it up. You see what happened? So if I really would have took the true under, I would have got screwed, right? Because this is 9, and I think it was like 8.5 or something like that. Then all the loss or whatever. But I took it to 11.5, right? So I win. I took the Marlins on the money line, right? I took the Mets on the money line. Oh, how could I do that? And the Mets lost. Piece of crap. Yeah, I took the Angels. I took the under with the White Sox and the Pirates. It was like the under was like 7.5, right? I teased it a little higher, 11.5. That way, it's pretty good. You'll win because it's right now. I think it's like what 4-4. That's 8, right? So I still got a chance for that one, but I'm out of this game because I just saw a game with Cincinnati. Cincinnati won. So I also, let's look at this. I took the under with the Cardinals and the Diamondbacks. I took the under 11.5, right? So all I did, it was like the under over was actually at what 7.5, and I just moved it up to 11.5 for the under, right? You get that. The Cubbies, I took the under 12.5, right? On the Boston Red Sox. And that game looked like it's going to go under, right? And I took the over Minnesota Twins and Colorado Rockies, right? But I don't know what it's looking like now. I also took the under with the Dodgers and the Brewers, and I took the Seattle Mariners on the money line. And that's it, guys. It doesn't look like I won anything, right? But that's just how that goes. And we start all the way over, and we start tomorrow. And the best thing to do is just chalk it up. Get ready. Don't go back betting again today. We don't chase, right? We just take our beatings. Just like It's just like if you're actually playing and you're pitching and you didn't gave up like 3 home runs, right? What can you do? Nothing. Just sit in the dugout and put a towel over your head, right? Or you can go in the locker room or something and start swearing and kicking over buckets, but that's negative, right? Well, I don't know because that's getting off energy or that's frustration. All right, so let's get at this for tomorrow. Um, Jose Siriano versus Ranger Suarez. The Angels versus the Phillies. And I picked this game because I thought this game was an excellent game for us to attack. Jose Siriano for the Angels is 6-7. His ERA is 3.90, and he's got 98 strikeouts. On the other hand, with Philly has Ranger Suarez. He's a lefty. He's 7-3. His ERA is 2.15, 78 strikeouts. Now, you see why I took this game, right? Because we have two good pitchers. And Jose Siriano, he's got like 98 strikeouts. His ERA is 3.90. That's good. This guy, Ranger Suarez, his ERA is at 2.15. So basically, the ERA is basically the lower the number is, the better pitcher you have, This is basically telling you how many runs he gives up on average, per game or whatever. So we've got that one we're going to look at, right? What is this? And here's another one. San Diego versus the Nationals. We got Nick Pivetta, who's 9-2 for the Padres. His ERA is 2.88, right? He's got 122 strikeouts. Then we've got Mackenzie Gore. He's a lefty. 4-8, 3.02, and 138 strikeouts. You see what I'm doing, right? I'm basically picking out the guys with the low ERAs, a lot of strikeouts, something that we know that this has a good potential of being a, what is this, WNBA All-Star game. I like the WNBA. It's challenging. Because you don't know, man. You do not know, right? The only thing that you know about a WNBA game is that somebody's gonna get smacked up and elbowed around. I mean, them gals is tough, man. It's bullshit though, because the guys gets in trouble. But you know what? Because it was the other day they was knocking people down. I witnessed about 5 bodies laying on the floor, and one ref stepped over one gal and kept running. And I'm like, what the hell is this? But whatever, let them play, right? So, Nick Pivetta, San Diego, 9-2, ERA 2.88, 122 strikeouts. Mackenzie Gore for the Nationals, lefty, 4-8. Don't worry about that. He's good. His ERA is 3.02. You see, he's got 138 strikeouts. This guy is good, right? So I picked that one. What is this? And you know what? Right now, I got emotional because San Francisco lost, or not lost, but Logan Webb screwed me. But I'm not going to let that bother me, and I'm going to go right back to him because we've got the Giants and Blue Jays tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying that the Blue Jays are going to win it, but the Giants look like they could possibly win this game tomorrow because the matchup kind of favors them a little bit. So, hold on for 1 second. Where are you going? What is he saying? No, I don't. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 sec. Yeah. All right. So now, what do we do now? Okay, we San Francisco. So I'm gonna go right back to San Francisco because why? They've got Robbie Ray, who's a lefty, who they're gonna put up tomorrow. He's 9-3. His ERA is 2.65. That's good, right? He, he's got 128 strikeouts. Jose Barros. He's 5-4. ERA 3.75. 97 strikeouts. Now you get the gist of it now. I'm just going after these pitching duel games because it gives us a better chance at trying to win. Will we win? I don't know. I hope so. Right? I'm not being negative. It's not me. Right? So we just do a check because we're a team on this one. It's all of us together, right? We're gonna win together. We've been losing together, so. But every now and then I get it. I kind of like hit like once a week. In the last 2 weeks, I don't think I put one of them. I put up, right. I think the last one I hit, I did put up, but nobody, I don't think, jumped on it. But I think I hit for what, 500 or 200? I don't know. Whatever. Um, the Giants versus the Blue Jays. So we're gonna tackle that one, but it's got to be more. I only took three. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, it's got to be some more. Hold on. Oh man, when I go to put up all this stuff, you get to see all this news and stuff. I don't like politics. I don't get off into religion. I just don't deal with any of that. I just don't. Does that make me stupid? Maybe, but I don't care, right? I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you this. Word to the wise. You guys always try to come off as being Mr. Know-It-All, Mr. Genius, Mr. Smart Guy. Now, when you come off like that, your old lady, your wife, or whoever, she's going to hold you to a high standard, right? Because you know it all. So she's going to hold you to a high standard. When you're just a regular guy, man, and you just say, you know what? It is what it is. And you don't try to be Mr. Know-It-All. Then when you do something, you can do something and blame it on being dumb. And she'll go along with it, right? And just drop your head like this. And she goes, oh, he can't help it, he's just stupid. And you ain't got to listen to her yelling and screaming. But when you guys start trying to come off like you Nostradamus and you know it all, as soon as you screw up, because you will, we all do. We're guys. That's what we do. And so guess what? You screw up, now she's going to hold you at a higher standard than that other jack off that she says she knows that he's an idiot. So she didn't hold him too much. And the whole time he's back there laughing because he knows a little bit more, but he's just staying out in front, like I told you guys to do. All right, where I'm at now. Okay. We're trying to find more games. I only picked 3. We've got more than 3 games in here. And if we don't, whatever. We'll just ride it. The Cubbies rock, man. All right, here we go. July 20th. Let's look. We've got San Francisco and Toronto. Let's see, the Orioles and the Rays. Um, Trevor Rogers, Baltimore. He's 2-1, ERA 1.53, 32 strikeouts against Ryan Peto. He's 6-6, ERA 3.32, 107 strikeouts. Did this have a potential of being a low game under? Yep. Do you want to tackle it? Yeah and no. Maybe we should just grab the under and just get the hell out of Dodge, right? Then we've got Pittsburgh. Aaron Clavel for the White Sox, 1-6, ERA 5.30. His ERA is 5.30, and he's got 36 strikeouts. Pittsburgh has Andrew Haney, lefty, 4-8. ERA 4.59, 73 strikeouts. So that's decent. And remember, guys, I'm always saying how good Pittsburgh's pitching staff is, and I mean that, guys. Andrew Haney, let's go in here and look at it, right? Let's look at his last 3. Well, against Minnesota, he went 2 innings. And in those 2 innings, he gave up 3 hits and 3 runs. And they just yanked his ass. They pulled him, and they had to. And then against Kansas City. But you know what? Being a manager, like a coach of a baseball team, sometimes maybe you should lead this guy in, right? And see how his confidence level is. Because when you're really quick to snatch a guy, you can kind of piss him off. Because a guy like that probably thinks, I'm going to settle down and I'm going to get through this. And a lot of times they do. But when managers like snatch you out of the game, sometimes that can piss you off. Sometimes you can be happy. But more often than not, that pitcher is not going to like, especially if he's a starter, he's not going to want to get snatched out in the second inning, right? So the second game against Kansas City, he lost. He went 3 innings. He gave up 6 hits and 4 runs. Then against St. Louis, he went 6 innings, right? And he gave up 3 hits, no runs. Not bad. Not what you're looking for, but not bad, right? Now we'll go over to Chicago. Aaron Clavel. Okay. His last game, he went 5 innings. He gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, struck out 3 batters, and walked 2 people. Then against Toronto, he went 4 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. LA Dodgers, when he played those guys, he went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, and two runs. Okay, so what are we looking at? What are we talking? We're talking the over on this game. I'm not going to sit around and go on ESPN and trying to pull up all kind of stats. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. You don't overthink it. Because the last guy, when I just read off what Henley, it didn't look too pretty. He was giving up a lot of runs. The same guy here, Clavel. Now, Clavel was pretty nice last year, but that's the way that goes. So, let me pull out my sheet. I don't like pulling it out, man, because it seems like every time I pull it out, it never works the way I want it. But let's just still keep doing it. Baltimore and the Rays, we took the under, I think, didn't we? Yep. No. This game right here, you can go on ESPN, and the under is on this one is the under is 8.5, right? You can go in there, you can tease it, and take the under to maybe what 11.5, right? San Diego and Washington, we did that one. Wow. The Angels and Phillies. And here we go, Chicago and the Pirates. Yeah, it's a safe bet. I'll say let's go over 9. Right? Now, all these ones that we're taking the under over on, we're gonna keep them and then we're gonna go over to ESPN. They won't let you tease it now because I think it's gonna be like closer to game time. But I'm gonna go and move over there and take the under and over and then see what if we get a better chance at winning. Okay? Alright. Where's this? And speaking of junk, Miami will have Jay Junk on the mound for him against Kansas City. Remember I told you guys yesterday I got a good feeling that the Marlins was going to win today? So baseball is like a funny kind of sport. Like if they get hot, if a certain team gets hot, it's hard to cool them off. I mean, that's in like in any sport, but baseball, because it's such a long season, when you get a team like that's really hot, it's kind of hard to stop them, man. All right, so I think we've done everything, and we can get right back at this again. Also, while I'm here, we're gonna have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Los Angeles Dodgers tomorrow. I deem as one of the big games tomorrow. Why? Why? Because the Brewers are gonna have Quintana pitching, and or Quintana, right? And the Los Angeles Dodgers are gonna put up Kershaw. Now Kershaw's one of those dudes that he reminds me a lot of Nolan Ryan. It's like the older he gets, the better he gets. Um, Kershaw's no joke. He's no joke. Just put it that way. All right. St. Louis tomorrow. Nope. Nope. The Detroit Tigers versus the Texas Rangers. And then there's going to be a pitcher's game. We got Screwball on the mound. So it's a safe bet. It's a safe bet that this is also going to be a pitcher's duel game. So now let's get in here and let's just get this thing cracking, man. Oh man, okay, there we go. Hey, by the way, did you guys see what's it? Shaquille O'Neal tell that other Robert Griffin to keep his mouth off of I forget her name. I keep forgetting it, but keep her name, keep his name out of her mouth. Or he says monkey jokes or whatever. I don't know what was said, but as commentators and ex ball players, you should kind of know better than that, right? Um, why you attacking her, dude? Leave her alone, right? And like Shaquille said, she's telling him not to even respond. Now he's mentoring her, right? Now you are on the other side picking with her, right? Talking about her. Relax. Let him play, man. Good for Shaq, right? All right, so let's get this first one. Robbie Ray, San Francisco. Robbie Ray is 9-3. Robbie Ray is very consistent. His last 3 games, he went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 2 batters, struck out 6. Um, and then against the game before that, he went 5 innings against Philadelphia. He gave up 4 hits, 1 run, struck out 5. He walked 3. Now that first game I didn't say anything about because he walked 2, but he's getting kind of like where his walks are. Well, it's like it's getting better. He had 3 against Arizona on the 7th. He went, oh, this guy went 9 innings, right? He got the win in that game. He went 9 innings. He allowed 3 hits, allowed 2 runs, walked 1 batter, and struck out 7. Robbie Ray is pretty. What the hell is? Jack off. All right. Robbie Ray is just one of those guys you just like to see pitch. He's gonna be going up against Jose Barros, 5-4, 3.75 ERA, and 97 strikeouts. For me, I'm gonna turn this into a pitcher's duel. I'm gonna take the under right off the bat. I'm taking the under, right? If you want to go with some pitching props, I'm gonna lay off because remember I always told you if you get caught up in those player props for pitchers, and you have good parlays, and you screw them up with some of these pitchers, like Logan Webb. I jacked myself by putting Logan Webb in a lot of these parlays. So we're not going to do that again, are we? Guys, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. 1 minute. That's becoming very irritating. All right, I'm back. So right away, guys, I know we're gonna take Robbie Ray. Um, I'll take Robbie Ray to get at least 4 strikeouts, right? And let's look. Milk. So Robbie Ray, his last, we're doing order, right? The 6 strikeouts was his last game. And the game before that, 5 strikeouts. And the game after before that one is seven strikeouts. So it's a safe bet to either go. I would go 5 or 4, 5 or 4 strikeouts, right? And I'm a little gun shy now because I jacked myself around. So I just think that maybe we should just try something different and not go with a lot of pitchers. But on this one, you've got to take. You have to take him, and if you lose, you just lose, right? Um, Robbie Ray, yeah, guys like this, Robbie Ray, you got to take. You need to take. You have to because these are guys that's aces. You've got to take Turk Scrubble. You got to take Paul Skeens. Any pitcher that comes up, they've got good numbers and they're consistent. You got to take them. And you know what? If you lose, that's okay because you're not going to lose it like that all the time with taking these guys because these guys are consistent. And you can go in there and look at the numbers and see what they're doing. So if they have a bad day, don't say, oh, God damn it, and swearing. And it says, I'm going to put this guy on a no-bet list. No, you got to take these. You have to take them. For an example, the kid out of Milwaukee, the tall, lanky rookie, I knew he was going to be pretty good, right? So the first time I laid it out for him, right? Well, he did me dirty and I lost, right? Well, instead of me going back to him on his second game, I didn't. And guess what? He ripped the Dodgers from head to toe, right? Good pitchers will always have bad games. No good pitcher is going to go through the season untouchable. Well, I think it's like back in the 80s. Mike Norris with the Oakland A's, I think he was kind of like that. But even though they tagged him too. Mike Norris was the kind of pitcher that when Mike Norris was on, he was on. You couldn't stop him. And when he was off, oh my God, he couldn't throw anything. Phil Niekro, all those guys. So right now, just looking at this game, right? I'm going to take Robbie Ray if you want, because I probably won't. And I might. I'll see how I feel. I might take Robbie Ray 4+. Am I going to try to break the bank? Nope. I'm going to keep it simple because I want to get more money. I don't want... Because see, here's the thing. These pitching props, especially alternate strikeouts, do not bring you a lot of money, right? Yeah, if you put them together, it adds up. But it's not going to give you a lot of money. So why, on God's green earth, would you go ahead and use this guy? Except for, like what I did with Webb today. And you know what? I lost with Webb, and I did it. If I had to do it again, I would do it the same way because it's Logan Webb, right? It's not Little Johnny, because you don't know Little Johnny, right? But you know Logan Webb, and you know what he's going to do. But he just didn't do it today. So, who's he going up against? Oh, Jose Barros. So for tomorrow, here's what I would do. I'm going to take the under in that game, right? Here we go. So we're going to take the under in this game. We're going to keep this simple, guys. We're going to keep this simple because we need to win. So, Robbie Ray, we're going to take the under in this game, under 8, right? Do we know who's going to win? Not really, but it's going to be a really close game. I'm not worried about a winner. Now, let's go inside this game and look at some player props. Ryan, I thought you said you are gun shy. I am, But remember also what I told you, when you see a good pitcher like Robbie Ray, you can't pass him up. And if he loses tomorrow, he didn't make what you thought he should have, that's okay. You still got to keep going back with him. Now, if he falls into a slump, yeah, I got it. But he's 9-3. First inning under over 0.5. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. No pitching props. First inning result. Can I go with a you know what? Let's do a nerfy on this one, guys. First inning resulting in a tie. So we've got the under, right? And then we've got we've got a tie, or first inning result ending in a tie, right? That's the nerfy. So we're gonna go with that. Ronald, you said you don't just take any teams. I don't. The Blue Jays, they have good bats, but I mean we can gamble with it, right? Or by tonight they will come out with a first inning under over 1.5 runs, under or over first inning 1.5 runs, right? And then I might change it up and take that, right? But this nerfy right here is the one that brings you more money. And it's like if you lose, I mean, if you don't get this, it's like you're done, right? So that's why sometimes it's kind of like, not unless if you got extra money and you get more parlays. But let's just go ahead and gamble with this. This is why it's called gambling. Let's take the under. I mean, the first inning, not the under, but the first inning resulting in a tie, right? That's the nerfy. Tonight, we'll come back. We'll get Robbie Ray, alt strikeouts 4. And guess what? We don't even need to worry about who's going to win that game. Because why? Because we don't care. Because we already didn't pimp the game out. We've got the under, right? We've got the nerfy, no scores. The first inning ending resulting in a tie, right? And then you got pitching props. Have a nice day, right? Do you have to take a winner? You don't, right? Don't worry about it because you want to be able to win. And when I told you guys early, the reason why I tease games is because it's better to have $2 in your pocket versus not having anything in your pocket, right? Or you can be negative and you can owe some people. That sucks. Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Rays. Let's go back to that. I think that's going to be like a pitching duel, yeah. Because Ryan for the Rays, his ERA is 3.32. Trevor Rogers, his ERA is 1.53. What do we do? Personally, I don't like the Rays, and I don't like these Orioles. I normally like the Orioles, but these Orioles I don't, right? So I'm just going to take the under and step off. Got it, the under. Here's another one. San Diego Padres versus the Washington Nationals. Pavetta, right? Let's go inside this game. Wait. Let's go ahead and throw that under on this game. They don't have the pitcher's props out for this one. First inning resulting. You want to do an Earthy on this one? I wouldn't. Know why? Padres. The Padres will get you in the first inning. The Padres is a good hitting team. You don't mess with guys that's got big bats when doing an Earthy. You don't want to pit. You don't want to have a perfect parlay, and then you lose because one of the teams that I told you had big bats, and sometimes I do it to myself, and you take it. The money looks good, but now tomorrow or tonight they'll come back and they'll have first inning under or over 1.5, 1.5 under or over, and I would take that one and just go under 1.5 because see now if San Diego scores in the first inning, you're still good, right? And also remember too with an Earthy, if you say the first inning resulting in a tie, just know that they could get a run, right? Let's just say St. Mary's of the Blind playing St. Alphonsus or something like that. Well, St. Mary's of the Blinds jump off early and get a one run. And then the other team, St. Mary's or whatever, they also score, right? So now it's 1-1 at the end of the first inning. You still win the Earthy because the Earthy says in order for you to win, it's got to the first inning has to end resulting in a tie. Now, if you put first inning under over 1.5, right, and then they score 2 runs, you lose, right? Because you saying it's going under 1.5. Will I ever go over? Nope. Because I'm not that good that I can tell, so I wouldn't do that, right? So they don't have the pitching props on here. Whatever, right? I got the under. You want to come back and do a second parlay, freak it out, and put pitching stats or hitters, be my guest. And remember, guys, what I told you, and I said this before, when you're doing player props and we're talking about hitters, here's some guys' name that come to mind if you want to play. You want to take Quan from Cleveland. He's excellent. Pofar, Atlanta. He's good. Judge with the Yankees. He's good. So if you want to do hitting like that, go ahead, knock yourself out. But also, too, remember that these guys go into slumps, too, right? Or they have a bad game. So if you're going to take these guys like that, pitching props, player props, just make sure you don't load them. Don't do like I did today. Completely stupid, right? So San Diego and the Nats, the under. Let's go in here and see if they've got pitching stats. Probably not. I hate Vegas. They don't have it, but they'll have it later on. We just got to keep moving, man. We just got to keep moving. New York Yankees and Atlanta Braves. I don't want to do that one. LA Angels versus Philadelphia Phillies. Right away. What are we going to do? Under. Ron, how do you know this? I know it because the ERA tells me. The ERA tells me all I need to know about this guy. If his ERA is 2.01, that means you can you can trust this dude. It's like he's a pretty damn good pitcher. But if his ERA is like 10 point, 7 point, I swear to God, I saw a guy at one time, his ERA was at like 18 something. And I'm like, holy crap. This dude, he got ran out of like 3 games or something. But whatever. Let's keep it moving. We'll come back later. So right now, we only have 6 legs on this bet list. And guys, make sure you like and subscribe. I need it. So we'll move on. I don't like that game. Let's go. Well, and then we'll go back to Philadelphia. We took the under. White Sox. I'm gonna go White Sox plus the points, guys. Athletics, Cleveland. I don't care. Cincinnati and the Mets. I don't care. Royals against Miami. Sweet Jesus. I'm gonna take Miami on this one. And I'm going to take Miami on the money line. Good price, too. All right, so now the Twins in Colorado. Joe Ryan, right? Let me see if they've got any pitching stats in here. I'm definitely going to take the Twins on this one because they've got Joe Ryan pitching. I don't care. I mean, I don't care if he has a bad game the other week. You just got to keep moving, and you got to keep taking these guys. Why? Because they're consistent. And the day that you don't take them is the day that they go nuts because they have that potential to go nuts, to get 12 strikeouts. Joe Ryan is that guy who could get 12 strikeouts. You can, right? Okay, so now let's go up. They don't have any player props on the Minnesota-Colorado game. So we're just taking look at this picture. And I'm sorry, but I want to just go ahead and say, hey, let's take the under. But you have to be careful when you're playing in Colorado because the ball takes off. Not that, I mean, the air is thin. All right, let's get at it. Let's just take Minnesota and Joe Ryan on the money line. We're not going to take these guys to go under because that's not going to happen. So I say we take Minnesota Twins on the money line. And you know what? Let's not do that. Let's take the let's take the Twinkies on the run line. Spread. Have a nice day. Here's another one. We've got Brian Wu for Seattle versus the Houston Astros, H. Brown. H. Brown is another guy. Consistent, right? And that's all we're looking for in these baseball games is consistent pitchers. Pitchers that's consistent at winning, not losing, right? I mean, some people they get off on that. I don't, because I like to win. So the Houston Astros game, I'm going to take the under, right? Let's go here and see if they actually have the pitchers' stats. Because sometimes games like this, they do. But let's look. Sometimes I think FanDuel think we're stupid. They don't have it out, right? Because here's why. Here's my opinion. Because these guys are going to play games, right? They're going to play games. They don't want to give you the ups on what could actually happen. So they're going to hold back sometimes on pitching props. Because if they put pitching props out right now, and then we load up on these guys, and then we say, let's say we take one team to go only score 6 points, right? A lot of that stuff will change, right? Man, I suck. All right, what do we have now? So we're going to come back to the Houston Astros game tonight. I said it yesterday. I swear to God, guys, I'll put it out tonight. I will. I had to go get my daughter last night. She's got a new job. She's working at Cane's. What do you call it? Cane's. What do you call that? Raising Cane's. Yeah, I knew that. I just wanted to see if she knew. See what I mean? Yeah, you just gotta.
Did you take that card off of that FanDuel thing?
What did you say? What did you say?
Did you change the thing on the FanDuel? Did you take that card and change it up and change it all to there?
Yeah, how you know?
Because I look. Why did you change it?
No. I just wanted to switch the cars because I just like to keep them fresh. Because one of the other cars, I just didn't want to put any money on, so I just switched
okay.
it up.
I was checking and I just saw it. I didn't know one took it off.
No, yeah, I'll put it back on, but I was just trying to like use a different car because sometimes they act funny, so I was just using a different
All
car.
right. I was just checking.
Oh yeah, no, it's nothing about it. It's not nothing bad. I wasn't trying anything.
Just checking.
No. I swear to God.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean I know it looks kind of funny, but no. Hey, where you going? You getting ready to leave out?
Yeah.
Where you going? Can you give me some um like some of that Fiji water?
I
Okay. All right. I'll see you when you get back.
Okay.
How you like that? She found out. How did, that was. Remember, I don't know if you guys know it or not. I told you guys that I had this thing with Fanatics, and I switched the car because I didn't. I didn't want her to. Sometimes you can't let them know everything. And you see how she was up on that, and she came and confronted me while I'm on my goddamn show. I like her nerves. You know what I mean? I almost straightened her out. You see how I was? My chest got puffed out, and I was talking to her like, because I'm not gonna deal with that. But I wonder who told. I mean, that's I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. But when she comes back, I'm gonna let her have it. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, by the way, and you know what, guys? She's probably going somewhere. She's gonna spend some money, and she's gonna buy something, leave it right out in that car. And you like the nerve how she confronts me with the show. The only reason I didn't straighten her out, guys, is because I just didn't feel like it. I don't have anything to prove, right? So I don't want you guys thinking that I'm scared of her, right? I just didn't have anything to prove. And I wonder how she found that out. I told you guys you can't get nothing past them. It's all right. I don't care. I just can't get over it. All right. So yeah, she got me, guys. All right, she got me. All right. So let's get back at this one. What did I say? Houston Astros versus Seattle. Right away, we're going to take the under in this game. We're not even going to hesitate, right? Then we're going to come back later on tonight, and then we're going to get we're going to go Brian Wu, maybe 4 strikeouts. Hunter Brown 5, or we can take the under over strikeouts. Hunter Brown, they'll probably offer us 6.5. If they offer you 6.5 under over on strikeouts, we're jumping all over to 6.5. If they offer us 7.5, you can tell them go fuck themselves, right? We're not doing that. Seattle, Woo's not bad either. They've got to offer me, hey, your mother just attacked me.
Uh,
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
I was attacked. And I was attacked live and the people heard it. I was attacked. Tell you what, guys, I wish it was back in the 70s again.
Oh.
Yeah. Straighten her little ass out. Yeah, so let's take Brian Wu, 4+ strikeouts. For Brian Wu, the under over, they got to offer you at least 4.5 strikeouts for him. or 5.5. Either one I will take, right? But if they offer you 6.5, that might be steep. I'd still take that, but I'm not taking 7.5. The only time you can take under over 7.5 strikeouts when you have Screwball, Skeens. Well, actually, you get that with Hunter too, man. I mean, Hunter is good, right? Like Hunter is damn good. I mean, you can take Hunter at 7.5, but rule of thumb for me, I don't like taking 7.5, right? Oh yeah, no, I wasn't saying anything. I just, I just asked her how did she know. I didn't mean any harm behind it. I didn't mean any. I was just saying. I just wanted to know how did you find out. I didn't. I don't. No, that's that. Yeah. No, I didn't. I'm not like you think I'm trying to hide anything. I'm not. Yeah. How's your day going? Good though. Good. Good. I haven't checked. Because I'm doing the show. Yeah. So later on. I'll probably check though. Yeah. She just said let her know if I win anything. Tell me something. Did I win? And if I won, let her know. No, I'm just talking. I have to bend down sometimes to talk because they can't hear the microphone. So why are you so paranoid today? Yeah. No, it's fine. No, that's fine. You know me, I'm not smart enough to try to hide something from you. So okay. They don't have anything with these pictures on here, but like I said, tonight I'll just come back and we'll go out. I'll find it and then I'll put it out. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna go, just try to break the bank. I'm just gonna make it where we can get some good money. But right away, we should know that this is an under game. Also, when I get finished with this, I'm gonna have you guys go on ESPN too, right? And I think I think I get some credit for you guys. I think, and then I'll give you the thing so I can get some credit. But I want you, if you don't have ESPN, I want you to sign up and get it, right? Okay, let me do this, and then don't sign up yet. I want to give you my, so maybe I can get some credit for it or something. All right, so let's get at it. So, we've got the Orioles, the under. We've got the Blue Jays, the under. We've got the Astro. That's for tonight. We've got San Diego Padres and National. We got the under, right? I'm not going to mess with the Yankees and Atlanta Braves game. The Angels versus the Phillies. Siriano versus Suarez. We're going to take the under in that. I'm also going to grab pitching props. Chicago White Sox against Pittsburgh. I don't know. Maybe we can throw it in there. Maybe we not. We don't really need it. But I'll try it and see what it looks like. Because, again, you don't want to mess up a nice parlay with these two jack-offs, right? And then you've got everything going well. Now, here comes Pittsburgh and Chicago. And then they mess up all your whole parlay. Oh, yeah. No, I like that show. That was funny last night. I did. I like that. Yeah. We're going to take the Marlins on the money line. Kansas City's just not. In Kansas City and Minnesota, I put a lot of power behind these guys because you got to admit, the Royals, more than the Twins, I mean, the end of the first half, they left blazing, right? But now they come back. I'm thinking they're gonna finish it up. Nah, man. So you got to go where you got to go. Joe Ryan tomorrow. I'm gonna take him, and we're gonna take the spread. Now, I normally wouldn't do that, but since with them being in Colorado and Joe Ryan is pitching, I'm gonna make an exception. Pitching props for Joe Ryan, 3 to 4, right? 3 to 4 strikeouts. Sometimes it's good, right, to get more, but sometimes it's not, because the more you put down, it messes with your chances of winning. Something happens and they have to suspend the game. Well, because that happened to me, and with Minnesota. I think it was Joe Ryan. No, I think it was Paddock. I don't know who it was, but anyways, they suspend the game, and I think the guy from Minnesota, he needed one more strikeout for me to win. Well, when they suspended the game and they took up the play, well, not the day, they played like the day after, because it was like it rained for 2 days. It got rained out. Well, I don't even care if they played the next day, because they still wasn't going to bring Joe Ryan back to pitch day 2. So with that being said, sometimes you have to be careful, super careful with these pitchers, and just loading them up like that or giving them a whole lot of strikeouts, because if they don't make their quota, right, and you got a good ass parlay that you do to hit like 12 grand on, and for whatever reason it doesn't work, because pitchers are only going to get so much. The money that you make off of a pitcher is pretty much like based on the strikeouts, the under over part. If you get the under over part with the pitchers, that's good money. Outside of that, 3 alternate strikeouts, 4 or 5, nah, don't do it, because you'll be pissed. Be a lot of dogs getting kicked. Probably a lot of guys getting bit too. Milwaukee Brewers versus the LA Dodgers. We're jumping on that. We're going to take the under. Right away, we're taking the under on this. They don't have the pitchers out. They don't. They've got the under. Let's see. They got the first inning result first inning result in a tie. Now, they've got Quintana. You could actually get away with it, right? Let's play around with it. Let's see what happens. So, oh yeah, thank you. I'm not getting put out of the house. So I gotta do what I have to do, guys. I know it seems like I'm a hypocrite. I'm yelling at you guys, telling you guys to straighten them out. But the only reason I didn't straighten her out today is I just didn't feel like it. And I'm trying to stay positive. So I don't have anything to prove. But I tell you what, when I get finished with this, me and her are gonna have a long talk. When I'm on the show, you don't come over here and shoot your mouth off like that. She attacked me. I'm doing the show and I get attacked. Now if that was us, they had the cops and everything over here on our asses. I was attacked. No, I was attacked. All right. Let's go with first inning results in a tie, a nerfie. So right now, come on. So right now, what do we have? What are we looking at? So, oh God, yeah, we got right now we got a 12 bet slip, right? 12, 12 legs. Hold on, somebody just was that the Tigers? They just got. Hold on, guys, I want to see what. I just had a news flash come through. Somebody got the crap kicked out of them. Hold on, let me see. It's taking too long. We'll just wait. So, looking at this, we got a 12 bet slip, 12 leg bet slip. And I'll go over it with you really quickly. Chicago White Sox at Pittsburgh. We took the over in that game. Oh, because of the pitchers with the high ERA. Yeah. Okay, so we took the over. Then we got the Chicago White Sox. We took the White Sox plus the points, because that might be like a shoot it out game or whatever. So I took the White Sox, plus the points. Then we've got San Francisco Giants and the Blue Jays. We took under 8 in the game. We took a Nerfy, first inning resulting in a tie. Milwaukee at LA Dodgers. We took that game to go under 9. We also took a Nerfy on this one, first inning resulting in a tie. And then with the Baltimore Orioles at Tampa, we took the under 8.5. San Diego Padres at Washington, we took the under 8, right? Because a lot of these are pitching duels. So if you see me taking, like, let's just say we've got Johnny Joe. His ERA is 6.12. And then we got Mary Sue. Her ERA is 8.7. I'm not going under on that game because why? Their ERA tells me that they give up a lot of hits and runs. The higher the ERA a pitcher has, that means he's giving up a lot of runs. So if you see a guy with a 0.81 ERA, get your popcorn and get ready, because he's going to be mowing people down, right? Mario Soto back in the 80s, it was like 1 year. He went the whole year. And it was like way off into August, and this dude had an ERA of 0.78. Did he finish the year off like that? Nope. But, he tried, right? What is this? Okay. So we've got the Baltimore Orioles, Tampa Rays, under. We got the San Diego Padres, Washington Nationals, the under. And that's a big one because you've got Pivetta, who's an ace, who's the ace of the Padres. And then we got Mackenzie Gore. And Mackenzie Gore is just a beast, right? I think he leads the league in strikeouts. So we're looking at the under on that one too. Los Angeles Angels, Philadelphia Phillies. Got another under. I can't help that, right? If we see it, we've got to address it. Now, do we come back and do another parlay? Yeah. Do we use the same thing? No, right? Because we don't want what I did today and screw it up, right? Because what I did today was I like Logan Webb. He's Mr. Consistent, and I put him on a whole bunch of parlays. Not all of them, just a couple. And then what did he do? He lost. So I lost like 7 parlays. And guys, what I don't do is I don't go back and look and see if I would have won. If I lose, I'm done with it, and I'm just moving on, right? Because you can't go back. You can, but why? All you're going to do is make yourself sick, get pissed off, blood pressure's going to go through the roof. You're going to start yelling at the kids. Wife's going to find out. She's tossing you out of the house. And there we go. Down, 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 right? So we don't want to do that. All right, so we've got the Miami Marlins versus the Kansas City Royals. And I just took the Marlins on the money line because the Kansas City Royals, they left the first half like a lion, right? And then they come back in roaring like a kitty. So yeah, I'll pass. I took Minnesota plus. I took Minnesota on the run line. The Houston Astros versus the Seattle Mariners. I took under 7. Right, 12 legs. Um, let's just be modest. Let's put $15 on this. Come on, man. God damn it. Piece of shit. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta get this. Alright. There we go. So, let's just be modest, right? So we're gonna be modest on this one, and we're gonna put $15. God darn it! I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Hold on, son of a bitch. No Ron Robbins. Yeah, there we go. So this ticket itself, you put $15 on this ticket, you're gonna win $11,000. $11,000. That so it's $11,976. Damn near close to 12. I mean, yeah, 12,000. Right now, I haven't even put the pitching on here, and I haven't even put a lot of winners. Like, for example, San Francisco Blue Jays. I haven't even picked a winner because I don't care. We just want to pimp it out. We just want to get as much as we can out of the game without having to figure out who's going to win, and you don't even know, right? So, again, we'll start at the top. The White Sox and Pittsburgh game, we took the over in that game because the pitchers all had high ERAs. White Sox, Chicago versus, yeah, that's part of it. Chicago versus Pittsburgh, we took them on the run line, plus the points. Then San Francisco at Toronto, another pitcher's duel. We took the under 8, and then we took a nerfy, meaning after the first inning, it results in a tie. So, can they tie if let's just say if the Dodgers score 3 runs in the top of the first, and then the Barbies come back in the bottom of the first and score 2. Well, it's 2-2. You still win, resulting in a tie, right? Now, if one team scores and no one else, you lose. So that's why I say sometimes when you have like a team with a big bat, like they got, like the Dodgers, it's better to put first inning under over 1.5, and you can take under 1.5. That way, if the Dodgers score in the first inning, which they normally do, and then the other team doesn't score, you're okay. It's not as much money as a nerfy, but it'll get you damn near close to some good money. So right away, just with this ticket with no pitchers, right? And I took the unders in a lot of these pitching duel games, and I swear to God, the only clear winners we picked was Minnesota, the Marlins, and and Chicago White Sox. Now, can we freak that out, change it? You know, yeah, you can. You can play with, you can do whatever, right? But just this ticket alone, and I'm gonna take it because and guys, right after I get off of here, I'm getting busy with it. Let's see another thing, guys. My wife she tried to bully me. right? She came right in and just attacked me, and she tried to bully me. It almost worked, but I got a plan. I'll tell you guys about it later. As you know, Norma, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but one of her girlfriends was watching the show, and everything I was doing, she was going back reporting it, right? So you never know, guys. You gotta watch out. These gals they got their girlfriends, they got their sisters, and they watching us, dude. And they will. You talking about ratting you out? They'll rat you out in a minute. And what are you gonna do? You can try to lie, but all right. So I've got this because I'm gonna get busy on it. $12 legs. And 12 seems like a lot, but it really isn't because it's just based on stats. So it looks like it's a lot, but it really isn't, right? So don't get nervous. All right, that's done. And that is over, right? Okay, now let's do this. Hold on for 1 minute, guys. I want to. Oh, can't use that. Hold on, guys. Hold on for 1 minute. Okay, I've got it. I think I've got it. So let me log in, and I'm gonna give you this thing so you can get a referral. But because we're gonna start, I want to start teasing these games. Gotcha. Okay, here we go. Hold on, guys. All right, now I just gotta find this thing, and I'm gonna send it to you. Referral. This is stupid. Yeah, hold on, guys. I gotta find it. It's easier to find it on the phone versus when you put it on the laptop or whatever. I love my Apple, so where am I now? Let's see. Oh, yeah, UFC. They're gonna have some good fights coming up on that. And what's the guy that Bullet? Bullet or whatever? The Russian dude. I like him. Let's see. Hold on. I think it's like next week. Parlays. Okay, here we go. I think. Refer a friend. Yep, this is it. So how do you refer a friend? This is dumb. What do you send out? They don't even have anything where you can send it out. I'm just looking, but it's like it's kind of hard. You know, these internet companies, they don't like to make stuff easy. They like to. Okay, I got it. It says refer a friend, right? Then you click on it and it gives you a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Let's look over to the right. Accounts, wallet, rewards. Okay, let's try the rewards. Yeah. Why is it so hard? Why can't they just make it easy? Okay, I still don't see it. So now we'll go to wallet, right? That's not it. Let's go to link. No, that's definitely not it. Refer a friend. And then they keep sending me back. It says refer a friend in process, in progress, right? All your pending referrals show here, but it doesn't say what do I need to what I need to send you guys. Son of a bitch. Um, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see. Refer a friend. Oh, maybe this is it. Refer a friend. Maybe, I don't know, complete it. Let's go on progress. No referrals in process. All of your pending referrals will be shown here. But what do I send? Um, Anybody, you guys, you can send me something. I don't know. 'Cause this sucks. This is stupid. I don't see it. Well, we go to help. Uh, nope. Refer a friend. So where do you refer a friend at? Yeah, it doesn't say. I'm looking, and and I thought that I would, if I sign online, it'll be better than the phone. But it just says refer a friend, and under it, it's got in progress, and then it's got completed, right? But it doesn't say. It's not saying where to go. Um, I'm gonna try one other. Uh, you know what? I wonder. Hold on for 1 second. I wonder if it's because. Let's see. I'll try one more. Hold on. All right. When in doubt, you just go on YouTube. How to refer a friend. That's stupid. 5 months ago. ESPN bet good. 60 seconds. How to turn. Don't miss. You suck. All right, let's try this. Everybody's got an infomercial.
Culture first, PSP and web. So you'll usually need to follow these steps. The first thing to log into your ESPN bet account. So make sure you're signed in before you start the referral process. The next step is to find the referral program. Look for the refer a friend option on the website or in the mobile app. It's up to you whether which you'd use. Now it might be under your account settings or the dedicated promotion section. Third step is to get your referral link or code. So you should be provided with a referral code or link that you can share with your friend. The next step is to share the link code. Send a referral link or code to your friend via text, email, or social
This guy is a fucking
media.
idiot.
Sign up using their link. They may need to meet certain terms like mentioning a person.
Okay, now watch this. If I go on YouTube and I'm trying to figure out something, right? First, you have to be clear. You speak clearly. Slow down, right? Slow the fuck down. They mumbling. You're tech savvy. I get it, but I don't care. You want to come off being smart, like you know, dude. I don't know you, so I don't really care. But why is this guy rattling off stuff? You can't understand him. You can't hear him. And I don't know. I hate this. But it says right here, it says find the referral program. Look for the refer a friend option on the website, right? And then it might be under your account setting. Oh, okay, so that's it. Under promotions. Okay, let's see if we can get that right. But this guy, I shouldn't have tapped on it because accounts. Here we go. Yeah, no. I still don't see it. Refer a friend. No referrals. Uh, account linked. No. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste the rest of the night. I'm gonna look for it. When I find it, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I get frustrated. It seemed like the same guy that you're talking to. I mean, you're trying to listen to tell you how to find it. Is the same guy that you call with your cable bill and try to get it right, and you don't understand what he's saying. It's for me. It gets it gets frustrating. I don't know about you guys. I can only last about a couple of minutes, and then now I'm kind of like pissed off because I'm just trying to understand. And then these companies are not being helpful or putting the right people in the right spot, right? And I get it. If you're overseas and you're outsourcing, I get it, right? You getting you getting cheap labor or whatever. It's good, right? I'm not hating. But come on, man. Make sure that they get the people that you can understand, right? It's just like if I went somewhere and they wanted me to explain something and I've got a thick American accent, I'm gonna tell them don't put me in something where I gotta explain to somebody and I got this language barrier. I said, because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up getting cussed out every night or every day. I'm gonna get cussed out because they don't understand me and I'm just, take learning it. But a lot of these companies doesn't give a crap. They don't care, right? It's all about the bottom line. But you have to respect your customers and listen because ultimately you might get one of these companies that might come in and it's coming, right? And they're gonna do everything the old school way because everything goes in circles, right? And you're gonna have a company that's gonna come out like that. They're gonna cater strictly for the people. They're not gonna like now. They got you touch zero, hit one, and then you hitting these numbers, and it's taking you all over the place. And then ultimately, what happens? It ends up disconnecting you. So now your blood pressure is up. You still haven't resolved anything. The only thing that's been resolved is them making you madder, right? The only thing that happens, they're gonna make you mad. right? So American companies, in my opinion, I think they should cater more to their biggest customers, which are Americans, right? Um, eh, and even if you got people overseas, you got to find something to help them, to cater to them. But when these companies come out with all of this tap zero, tap one, and then it doesn't work and it cuts you, because normally what happens it ends up hanging up on you, right? And now you pissed. So I mean, a lot of these American companies just got to get it together, man. It just sucks. It's terrible, right? And I get these American companies trying to make that money, man, but make that money, but take care of your customers and treat us right, right? But sometimes it's not always like that. But I said this before. It's going to come a time where you're going to have some American companies that's going to come out, and they're going to go back and do things the old-fashioned way. Have people talk to people. Have people help people, right? Because it's nothing more frustrating than not. I'm tech savvy, right? But a lot of people aren't. So yeah, you have a company, and then you put them on this phone line, and you bouncing them around. They can't keep up with stuff, right? And now you got them pissed off. But you don't care because you're getting their money. But you should, because one day, it's because everything goes in circles. There are going to be some American companies going to go, you know what? We're going to do it this. We're going to go back. We're going to go back. We're going to get people helping people, right? So everything now is do it yourself. Do it yourself. And it's not because they want you to be self-sufficient. It's just cheaper for the company, right? But ultimately, you have to ask yourself the question: is it helping Is it really helping the customer? Because a lot of people will tell you right now, they'll rather deal with a human than to be sitting in some front of a machine, hitting buttons or on the phone, dial 9, and the next thing you know, you cursing out a computer. And you gotta say, dude, that's a computer, they don't understand you. But yeah, it's gonna come back to that. It has to. People helping people. People talking to people. Communicating, right? But a lot of these companies also, they like to switch that up. That way they can get around a lot of complaints, right? Because by the time you figure it out, you just say, God damn it, and you hang the phone up. Some people usually end up not coming back. But I predict one day in the future, it's going to go back to the old days. And if it does, or when it does, that company's going to be very successful. Because people helping people, we need more of that. Computers helping people don't work because computers can't think. It's just like this. It's not alive. It didn't know anything. Hit 2, hit 3. Hey, hit this, right? So you get frustrated. You see what I mean? So now you're pissed. But hey, I don't know. And then I go on YouTube and I'm trying to figure. And this guy, I can't. And the guy is an American guy, and I still can't understand him. I mean, you see how frustrating that is, right? And this guy is an American guy, and you still can't understand him. Some guys like to feel like that they special, right? That's fine. You can be special, but when you're trying to service people, nobody cares if you're smart or stupid. We just need help, right? A lot of people, oh, man, I'm smart, man. Get on with that. Let's help out the customers. But yeah, guys, here's what it is. And if you want to go ahead and sign up on ESPN now, go ahead. I don't care. When I find it, I'll put it out again for anybody else. But what I want is for us to get acclimated with ESPN on how to what is that? How to tease games. Now, Here's what I'm gonna do right now. Since I have it up on my desktop, we're gonna go over some of the same games, right? But I can't tease it now because it's got to be closer to the day. So once I'll put it in, right? You okay? Let me see how if they let me do it here. Hold on. All right, so I'm going home on this one. Now I'm gonna find MLB. We'll go to it like for tomorrow. Okay, yeah, yeah. I know I'm outside of it, but whatever. Um, so right here, this is for tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go under, right, in this game for tomorrow. So I'm gonna take the under, and I mean, I can show it to you, right? But it's you can't tease it now. It's got to be closer to the game. So I guess tonight, if it's out or first thing in the morning, it's out. I'm gonna get my ass up and I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna show it to you. Do just like a video and let you guys see it, so we can get a better understanding. Because see, here's what I want to do. When the football season start, um, I would like for us to use the ESPN app doing college football. Why? Because we can tease games, and that way it'll give you a better chance at winning. Now, remember, hold on, let me see. Mhm. So remember what I said, guys, is that when you want to if you want to tease a game, you pick a game that you want. Say like the Lions versus San Francisco Giants, or I mean the San Francisco 49ers. And let's say they've got the Lions favored by 10 points over San Francisco. And let's just say San Francisco did a lot of upgrading. And you really don't think that that they can beat San Francisco by 10. You think they can beat them, but they can't beat them by 10. So what you could do is if it's at 10, you can take it and tease it down from 10 to 4 or 10 to 5, 10 to 3. So if you move it down from 10 to 3, now the Lions will cover that. Yeah, you're good. They might even cover the 10. But you want to give yourself a better chance at winning. Like I told you earlier today, I did a ticket. And let's see, where is it at? Yeah, I did a ticket, right? And all I did was, okay, so here it is right here. Oh my God, I got slaughtered in this. Son of a bitch. Holy crap, Batman. Okay, so for example, I've got the LA Dodgers versus the Milwaukee Brewers. I took it under 11.5. So it looks like I'm going to win that, right? Seattle Mariners, I took on the money line, so that's not done yet. I took the Minnesota Twins over 9.5. No, I took them over 8.5. So it must have been a little lower or whatever, but I teased it and I moved it and I won. Right? So that's one that I won on. Now here's another one. Boston and the Cubs. And I took it under. That they will stay under 12 points. Well, Chicago only scored 6. So I won that one. So right now, I've got the Minnesota winning, right? And then I took St. Louis and the Diamondbacks, and I took under 11.5. Those motherfuckers, I mean, those guys scored 11, right? And I won that one too, right? Man, I'm gonna put all this down for you guys so you can see. Where I got screwed at was I took the Padres on the money line, right? I took the Padres on the money line, and you're losing. And I took under. I took 11 under 11.5, and they ended up scoring like 14. Who is this? Oh, Philadelphia and the Angels. Yeah, I took under 11.5, and yeah, these fuckers scored like 14. So yeah, they got me on that one, right? And the Angels money line, whatever, right? I lost that one, and I lost Cincinnati. I took the Marlins and I won that. So basically, guys, I'm just trying to. Here's another one that I won: the Toronto Blue Jays and the Giants. Right? The number was like 8.5, right? And I took it. I teased it all the way to 11.5. So I won that one. So you're basically moving the points, and you're still going to get paid. Not as much, right? So this ticket basically was worth about 7 grand, and by the time I finished teasing it, it was worth like 1400, right? 1400 is better than no hundreds. So that's the way I look at it. Can you win? Yeah. So football is like this college football games. College football games can you really need teasing in college football, because if you don't, you're gonna get a whole lot. So because you'll have guys like, let's say for example, Ohio State playing Minnesota, right? So Ohio State's gonna beat Minnesota. Let's just say Ohio State versus Tulsa. Well, you already know they're gonna win, right? But the sports books in Vegas has Ohio State winning by 56. Okay. In college football, I can tell you this. Ohio State, they don't run the score up. They get it and whatever. So they'll get 38-0, and that's going to be it for them. They're not trying to run it up. These other teams, Michigan is another one. Michigan is not going to run the score up, right? There's just certain teams that's going to run the score up, and there's other teams that's not. So, but now if you're taking Ohio State and they've got them favored by 50, remember you can bring that shit down, right? You can tease it, and you can bring it down to 38, right? So that way, because Ohio State and Michigan, and there's some more universities, they don't run the score up. Notre Dame will run the score up on you. They don't care. They're gonna run it up on you. So you won't need to tease with a team like Notre Dame, right? But with a team like Michigan and Ohio State, those old school teams, they're not running it up. They're not gonna run a score up. If they get 38-0 at halftime, they're just gonna make sure the other team don't score, but they're not gonna run it up. That way, when you tease, you can bring that point down. You can bring it, so if they favor by 50, Michigan is not gonna they're not gonna run the score up on anybody. Neither is Ohio State. So you can take that 50, you can bring it down to what? 41, 40, 38. You bring it down to 48, and then you feel comfortable with it. Now, had you went with the original spread, the original spread would have got you, let's say, $500. But since you teased it, now it's only going to be worth maybe $300 now. And because you didn't bought $200 worth of points, right? It's good. It actually is good, right? But because if you go through the college football season and you do not tease, it gets taxing and it can be hard. Same thing for college basketball. It's always good to tease. and that means adding points, dropping points. The NFL, it doesn't matter. Can you tease in the NFL? Absolutely. But does it matter? No, it doesn't matter because the NFL is just the NFL is that machine, man. That it's like they're like the WNBA. You never know what's gonna happen, right? So you can tease a game. Let's just say Atlanta. Okay, so one year, and I'll always tell this story. So one year it was Atlanta trying to get in the playoffs. It was 2 years ago, and Carolina was terrible, right? I think they only won like one game that year. Atlanta's fighting for a playoff spot, and they're favored by 10. They ended up losing that game, right? Getting knocked out of the playoffs by Carolina. So if you really look at it, it didn't matter what you teased on that one with, or you can flip it and make it where the team that's the underdog has got a chance to win. It's a lot of things. Teasing games are essential for college football. The more you tease college football games, the easier it becomes and the more money you'll make. NFL, it doesn't really matter. The NFL is that beast. Is that you don't know. Can you do it? I think I teased the NFL a couple of times, but the NFL is the NFL, baby, and it's not. You don't know, right? You don't know what's going to happen. It is very unpredictable. So, is it essential? Teasing essential for the NFL? Mm-mm. The NFL is real good, man. I mean, it's kind of hard actually, but if you're ready for the NFL, get at it, please. Right? Do I tackle it sometimes? Absolutely, because sometimes you can. A lot of player props, but the key to college football is to tease because we have a lot of inflated scores or spreads in college football that shouldn't even be there, and you shouldn't even have to worry about that. So you get in there, you tease it, and maybe you do it. Just like the first ticket I told you guys, that ticket was set to pay out about $7,000. Well, by the time I got finished teasing everything, it was only going to be worth like $1,400, and I only lost because of let me see. I teased that one against the Blue Jays and Giants. I won that. I won the Miami. Okay, so the Mets screwed me. The Angels screwed me. Because I took the Angels on the money line, right? And then the under in that game, I took under 11.5, and they scored, what, 14. Normally it didn't work. Hey, guys, I think you guys just, please, like and subscribe. I tell you, when I get off of here, guys, I'm gonna put that thing out, right? Teasing and some of these scores and give you for some free parlays. But I gotta go straighten the old lady out. I gotta go straighten her out, right? Who does she think she is? I mean, she came right in here. The nerve. I'm doing a show. She checked me, right? I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but she kind of like borderline yelled at me, right? What was that all about? But don't worry. I'm going to straighten her out. I will let you guys see it, but I don't have anything to prove. You guys know I'm going to take care of it. If I get put out, though, I could probably stay at one of these hotels around here or something like that. Right around here. Nevertheless, guys, please like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to get all this stuff together with the ESPN because I want to get credit for it, right? But if you can sign on to it now, you don't want to wait. I get it. Do it. And because we've got to get this teasing down. You will win more games teasing because you can't go through college football season picking the under and the over. The only thing you'll be able to do is pick the money line. right? And if you get that wrong, you're screwed. But if you want to make some good money, you got to tease, because college football is like, I mean, it's a lot of inflated like numbers, and you got to bring them numbers down to be a little bit more respectable, right? Hey, you guys are the best. Love, peace, and hair grease. Make sure you like and subscribe.